What's up, y'all? It's Diaz, straight shooting with the boys. We appreciate your guys' support so far throughout our short journey. If you guys can give us a little subscribe, it's free, absolutely free. And if you can hit the bell so you guys know every time we release a video, that way you guys can stay up to date with us. Me and J.Lo released this. I'm releasing two separate videos this week. Me and J.Lo are. We had our podcast that was released yesterday, and we have our picks of the week. We're gonna release those separately this week. We had a little bit longer of a podcast, so we'll see how that goes. If you guys could leave us some comments and let us know how we're doing, or what you guys like and don't like, that would be appreciated as well, so we know where we can go going forward. We have a couple things for merch going on, so we have our hats; those are available right now, and we have some shirts available as well. So if you would like to plug in, just email me or leave us a comment so we can get you going. Thank you guys for listening. Again, join the club, man. Join the boys. We need more people to support us, more people to join us, join the family. We love to hear from you guys. I'm out. So let's get to these picks. Maybe. Bam, got it. So I was the only person to pick Chicago last night. They let me down in true Chicago form. You guys picked the Commanders, and they took the dub. But Ron Rivera taking L's in the press conference, so. All right, so let's see. We got the first game, Jets at the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I like what the Jets are doing. Actually, you know what? This is a tough thing to pick. Actually, now I think about it, I'm gonna go Green Bay though, because Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's gonna take 2 L's in a row against two lesser teams. It's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm going to say Green Bay as well, not because the Jets can't do it. I just think they're still a little young.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, when Rodgers gets that L and the way that he plays and just the mindset he has in going into those games, I think it'll be a dogfight. And I think Rodgers wins that over a Wilson and over just a young team. But I liked what the Jets are doing. They look good. I almost wanted to pick them and just go against the grain a little bit, but I can't pull away from Rodgers and that team yet. They're getting healthier and healthier every week. I just don't see them losing that game.
It was hard to pick against the Jets defense. Their defenses look good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Green Bay. Then we got the 49ers, the Atlanta Falcons. Possible trap game. Got some injuries. Stayed away for 2 weeks.
I'm going the Niners. I think I truly think the Falcons are in a rebuild year. Like, even though they've looked semi-competitive, I don't think they want to win a lot of games. Yeah. That being said, I feel like I think they know, like, Ritter is the better quarterback. And the fact that they're still running with Mariota tells me that I don't know that they're ready to try to win games. You know what I mean? So, the Niners are there. Injuries are not. That defense is going to be all up in Atlanta's face. So I just don't see them being able to get traction. Cordell Patterson's not there. So it's not the Falcons team that you would that can actually do something against us. I don't think so. I go Niners.
1,000%. So we got the Bucks at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Bucks.
Yeah.
The Steelers this is gonna be This is gonna be Tomlin's first losing season.
Oh yeah. The Steelers are not good at all. I'm kind of low key happy I traded Najee away because I don't think he's doing anything this year. but Bucks all the way on this one.
New England at the Cleveland Browns. And New England is hard to pick against, and they're hard to pick for right now. I'm going to the Browns.
New England's like the Raiders for me. Like, every time I pick them to lose, they win. Every time I pick them to win, they lose. So At this point, I'm gonna go Browns just because they're pissing me off. But the Browns have also looked good. Chubb looks good. You know that defense looks good. I don't I don't see them losing to Mac Jones and that offense. And Stevenson had a great game, but that's not typical out of the Patriots. So I don't know. I don't see them being able to sustain that.
Mac Jones might not play.
Yeah, true.
Carolina Panthers at the LA Rams. Rams, because I think Baker Mayfield's hurt, not playing. Darnold not playing, so go Rams.
I think because Baker's not playing, I think I'm going to go Panthers on this one. Unless they start trading people away now, the people they have right now, LA's defense is they need some work. They don't have the presence.
Line is terrible too.
Well, that too, and the Panthers have a good defense. So like for me, like Jason Horns could lock down Cup. I mean, he's proven he's a fucking stud. So that being said, with them only having Cup as the weapon, like it's clear that they just want to focus that attention to him. I think the Panthers have everything on their team to be able to beat the Rams. They have the DB, they have the pass rush, they have the running back, they have the quarterback. In my opinion, that is better than Mayfield. They looked better. They moved the ball better when he was on the field. So I'm gonna go Panthers over the Rams.
I'm gonna say Rams. That's a win-win pick for me. If the Rams
Yeah.
cannot get the pick right, if they lose, that's good for me. Good for the 49ers. Jacksonville against the Indianapolis Colts. Last time they played, Indianapolis scored 0 points. I'm going Jacksonville.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville as well. I know they lost last week and they looked horrible doing it, but I still think they're a decent team. And I'm not. Colts have an opportunity. I think Taylor doesn't have an injury designation anymore, so I think he might be back. So
Shaq Leonard's back too.
Yeah, so I mean, the Colts could definitely, from this point on, turn that around and become the team that I expect them to be. And I hope they can do it, but I just don't see it doing it this week. I think the Jacksonville will pull it out.
The Minnesota Vikings versus the dumpster fire Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings. I was so confident in these Dolphins, and now it's flipped completely. I don't have any trust in these Dolphins. There's so much going on with the coach and with the players and with injuries and all. It's a mess.
Mike McDaniel was like, "Oh, there's such good leadership in this locker room. They took the ping pong table out because they want to pay attention more. That's just good leadership." And then Tyreek Hill comes out like, "No, that table sucked. I ordered a new one, a better one."
Tyreek, man, I love Tyreek. I can't even hate on Tyreek. But yeah, that team is just all bad right now. They have some talented players on that team, and they definitely showed the potential. But yeah, with everything going on there, I just don't see them. And I see them falling off.
Sure, I agree. And I don't even know who's starting for it. Some S. Thompson. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, the Cardinals versus the Seahawks. This is a surprise. Like, the Seahawks are a surprise.
Yeah.
It's actually the top-rated quarterback in the league right now. Their defense sucks.
Yeah, the defense is trash.
And the Cardinals have nobody on offense other than Kyler.
Yeah, it's important. I'm gonna go Seahawks too. I think. I mean, I said that at the beginning of the season. There was times they flashed like some decent, like, they're hitting hard, they're flying around. They just seemed like they were not ready to give up on this season and say, "Oh, we're not in a rebuild stage. What are you talking about?" Like, I don't think the message got that to the players. So I don't see that. It's always a good game when it's a rivalry game like that. They always play each other well, but I think I think the Seahawks are gonna pull that one out.
The Bengals versus the Saints. I think Jameis is playing this week. I don't think it's gonna matter because I believe the Bengals are gonna take this one. I think. I think.
I'm gonna go Saints. I think I went with them last week too. I know. I went with them last week too, and with Kamara back, Jameis back, you know, they have the weapons on offense. Their defense didn't look half bad. I, I think they're finally starting to get their feet under them a little bit. I think they're going to start doing some things. I think they're starting to realize too. Taysom, they got Taysom back there, let him do his thing a little bit, and I think they can pull that one out. I'm just not sold on the Bengals defense anymore. The Bengals offense is still the Bengals offense, and they're still talented, but that defense has just not looked not like the same defense that it was last year. Last year, I think they surprised a lot of people with the way their defense played, and that's what carried them to the Super Bowl. But this year, I'm not sold, so I'm going to go Saints.
Baltimore versus the Giants. Baltimore is outside of Lamar Jackson not doing much. They're falling apart. Defense is giving up leads in the fourth quarter. New York is actually surprisingly good and consistent. Barkley's back. I'm gonna go Giants.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Giants too. They're playing that old fashioned football, which I kind of like to see. They're not doing anything special, but they have a decent defense, and they got the run game. Daniel Jones isn't doing anything crazy, but he's not doing anything to lose the game. It's almost Niner-esque. I mean, not to our scale,
Yes.
not to our scale, but they're definitely doing they're playing that type of football. Good defense, running the ball, not turning the ball over, and that wins games. It's proven. So
I agree. I wish we could flex a game out of Monday night. And I would put this game on Monday night and take the Broncos off of fucking
100%. 100%. Broncos should not be on any more primetime footballs.
The Bills versus the Chiefs. A rematch of the AFC Championship game. I don't know who to pick. The Bills or the Chiefs. The Chiefs have been unstoppable. The Bills have been stopped a few times this year, but look like they found their mojo again.
I don't see that.
Last week, though.
Yeah. After seeing what they did against that Raiders defense, I mean, I know they got surprised a little bit with play calling and stuff, but I was excited about the Chiefs. I mean, I hate the Chiefs, but I was high on that team and what they were able to do, and then I watched them last week against the Raiders, and I just like that Raiders defense is nowhere even close to the Bills defense, and they were able to do what they did. I think this Bills defense is gonna get in and frustrate Mahomes quick, and I think it's gonna be a Josh Allen's gonna get his revenge in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bills as well. It's just a tough game to pick, though.
Yeah, it is. It's hard. I could go either way, and I'm gonna love watching that game. I'm gonna definitely all other games other than our game that's gonna be the next game that I want to see. So
I think that is probably the game of the week.
Yeah,
this
for
game
sure.
is also going to be a good one too. Is the Cowboys versus the Eagles? Two good defenses. I just think the Eagles have a little bit more right now, with the quarterback situation being what it is.
I don't know. Cooper Rush is undefeated, man.
He is. He is undefeated.
I think this is going to be. Too. Yeah, that's true.
And it's in Philadelphia, so I'm picking the Eagles to win in Philadelphia. If this was in Dallas, I would have picked Dallas because I do think the Eagles are going to lose soon. I just don't think they're going to do it this week against the Cowboys in Philadelphia.
I've been saying it, and I think it's slowly been getting almost to that point, and I think this game is going to be that game. I'm not a Cowboys fan, and I don't think they're crazy good, but that defense, that defensive line, that defensive front seven is almost, if not close to our front seven, and I think this is going to be that game that they finally drop the. They dropped the
pass rushers. That's the difference with the front seven.
Yeah,
they have two elite pass rushers. Yeah, you think they're going to take it, huh?
I think so. I think that defense is going to frustrate Jalen Hurts, and I know I've seen Jalen Hurts get frustrated, and he doesn't look like the same Hurts that he typically does when he's winning and it's comfortable. You know.
Is someone stealing a car?
I don't know. I hear it. I'm like, is that my car? But it's not, so I don't know whose car that was.
Somebody's getting their car stolen. All right, so probably the worst game of the week: the Broncos versus the Chargers. Here we go again. Russell Wilson on prime time. That's right.
Oh Jesus! This is gonna be a no-brainer for me. I know the Chargers are gonna demolish them. Yeah, and
I agree.
it's gonna be I'm hoping Keenan Allen comes back finally, and that'll allow them to. The Chargers, so they've been kind of. Yeah, the Chargers have been like they've been missing that little piece on offense. They have the run game, they have Mike Williams, but they need that other presence out there. And I think once he comes back, Chargers are going to be hard to beat at that defense. So I think that's going to be it.
The only bad part is the Broncos' defense is so good.
They are really good,
and that's what makes these games so boring. Because the Broncos' offense is so bad.
Yeah, and the defense is so good. So I think the Chiefs, not the Chiefs, the Chargers have enough playmakers where I think they're gonna go up quick, and then at that point it's gonna be probably a snooze fest. But I think they'll get by just off of a few, that first how every team has those first few plays that they run, they catch people off guard, and like I said, if Keenan Allen plays for sure, I think it'll open up quickly. The defense will tighten down, and then it'll be a 14-3, 14-6 game or something like that.
And the other part that makes this game so frustrating is the Broncos' offense is filled with playmakers.
Yeah.
So they can have a game and score 30. It wouldn't even surprise me because they're players like the players they have.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying that, I'm going to go with the Chargers. I just don't like the Broncos. Anyway, that's the picks.
Yes, sir.
We've sucked every week so far. Actually, you had a good week. I think last week or the week before, you won 12. You got 12 games right. So you had a couple good weeks so far. I have not had. I've been 8.
Yeah, I had 2 good ones, and then I had the one where I was 8-8, and that's because every team that I picked, they just decided the opposite. So, but
and Berto and Whitfield stopped answering.
They're trash.
Y'all trash.
Yeah, trash.
Torres sent me his picks. He's doing some army stuff, so he ain't been able to get on. He's also in another country. So
salute to you, sir. Do your thing, man.
Hopefully we'll get him on next week. But it is what it is. But that's the week 6 show.
Yes, sir.
Going to Atlanta from West Virginia. Let's go. Let's ride.
Oh no! Let's not put that juju on this team.
That's a terrible, terrible thing to say. Let's ride.
Nah, man. I seen something about they were saying he's like a method actor playing quarterback or some shit like that.
No,
I could definitely see it. He does some weird stuff, like coming out of practice, like he's clapping hands with players, and I'm like, there's nobody there. Like you're just going through well, what are you doing right now?
He's corny.
He's corny as shit.
Super, super corny.
Super corny.
He's always frustrated because it's like, bro, you're so corny. I just want to beat the shit out of you. But
yeah,
you're so smart that you keep the team in the game.
Just off of talent. I feel like he for me, I've never seen anything of him that I was like, this dude is the best at reading defenses. This guy's the best at making plays. Like this dude just is so shifty and so talented athletically. Like he's able to move around. Then he has that arm where he's like, I ran a white round for 20 seconds. Somebody's open now, and then he fucking slings it straight to him. It's like you can't Kyler. Same thing. I'm not impressed by Kyler from anything else other than that. Like they're able to do those things. Justin Fields is able to do those things. He just doesn't try to find the wide receiver. After that, it's like I'm going to run around, and then I'm just going to run. He's more of a
maybe when he
Mar.
gets a little older.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. That Bears team is pretty.
I also think it's an instinct thing too.
Yeah. I think he favors his legs though because he's been let down by those wide receivers so many times. I mean, you look at his face, his reactions when he throws those balls and they drop. It's similar to what Russ is dealing with now. Like he does his thing and he finds a guy and then they drop it. So then he's like, "Fuck that guy! I'm not throwing it to him again." And then he throws it to someone else and gets picked. So
I wonder if he feels like, oh man, I should have stayed in Seattle. I wonder if he had the choice to stay in Seattle.
I think he seen. I mean, on paper though, everyone's seen the Broncos and thought that team was going to be good. So I don't blame him for saying, "Let me go over there and let me go join this team." But it just isn't translating. So I don't know.
What do you think about Devontae Adams?
I think he's an asshole. I think anybody who joins the Raiders becomes an asshole. So I think it's just they put on that silver and black, and all of a sudden they're convicts. So
I think he regrets his decision for sure. Like, I love Green Bay.
Yeah, it's definitely that meme. It's definitely that meme of like holding the picture of Wolverine, and it's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers on the picture, like,
oh, the one that came out this week. Man, that sucks. He's playing good too. He's playing Devontae Adams football. He's doing exactly what he did last year.
He's doing what
his stats drop.
Yeah, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, the team's just not.
I blame the only person that's not showing up the way you expect him to is Chandler Jones. I don't know if he has a sack this year.
The defense, I thought on paper was looking better, and they're still trash. So I don't know. They need to get in maybe D'Amico if he doesn't get a head coaching job, or bring him over as a head coach and then let him do his thing with that defense.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Vic Fangio is waiting to be the next defensive coordinator for us? He's coming back.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that, dude. We have the personnel.
He's a blitzer though.
I thought we looked good when we were blitzing the ball though.
They look good.
It looked intimidating. Like you got Fred Warner flying over the field, you got Greenlaw, you got Hufanga, you got they had Lamore coming off the edge. Like dude, it was fun to watch that game. I liked watching that, and I thought because our corners are as good as they are now, we're able to do that and count that our corners are going to be able to maintain that coverage in that time that it takes for them to get there. So that could be fun.
I was just thinking like, oh, Salah will get fired. He'll come back to the 49ers.
That's a possibility too, but I don't think they're going to fire Salah yet. I think the Jets are going to do good enough that they might be like, okay, maybe he knows what he's doing. They might give him another year, and by then D'Amico will be hired. He'll be hired this offseason. So
yeah, D'Amico's leaving for sure.
Like probably to Carolina.
That could be a good spot for him. Actually, a good spot for him would actually be either Carolina or Washington.
I wouldn't mind seeing his swagger over in Oakland, to be honest. But
they're not going to get rid of McDaniel yet, though.
I know, because of McDaniel is who he is, but
yeah,
I'm just saying, like, they're not looking good. And I think D'Amico could help as an offensive, as a defensive mind, fix the defense like Salah's doing with New York, and then let the OC, maybe McDaniel steps down to OC or something.
The other guy who can get fired too, which would be a surprise because it's his first year, is the Denver coach.
Yeah.
They look god awful.
Uh-huh. And with the players that they have, yeah,
that team would be scary with D'Amico.
True. That defense would be scary. Shit, I don't know. We'll see. As long as he's on our team for this year, so we can get this Super Bowl run. We need him now.
We need a ring.
Yeah. Give us that ring and then go get your bank. But all right.
All right, that's week 6. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share.
Share. Tell your friends. Tell people. Let's get some people over here.
All right, we're out. Straight with the boys.
Let's go!